Tucker Carlson grew to mainstream popularity in the right wing, largely based on COVID misinformation that he was peddling to Fox News viewers every night during the pandemic. And he hasn't stopped. In fact, he is now boasting about the fact that he has taken 0 COVID vaccines, as if that's some sort of badge of honor or something to be proud of. Let's watch the clip here of Tucker Carlson speaking with Asa Hutchinson, who is a candidate in the 2024 Republican nomination race. Believe it or not, he is a candidate. But yeah, let's watch Tucker here.
One of the powers that government did usurp over the past several years is the right to decide what medicine you take in the form of COVID mandates. How did you feel about that? And how many COVID shots did you take? And how do you feel about it now, in retrospect?
How many COVID shots did you take?
0. But I think it's fair, and I could see that you recoiled when I asked you that question. And I don't think, honestly, you should be asking people about their medical care, but that became a matter of public policy. And I do think that the whole country ought to pause and assess, like, what did we just go through? How do we feel about it now? And so it's a very straightforward question.
So you could hear some loud applause after Tucker Carlson declares that he has gotten 0 COVID shots. And it's just so ridiculous, given how much death and illness swept across this country and still is sweeping across this country due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, I got some statistics here for you guys. This is from NPR. It says, this is how many lives could have been saved with COVID vaccinations in each state. This is from May 13th of 2022. One tragic fact about the nearly 1 million people who have died of COVID-19 is that a huge share of them didn't have to. In Tennessee, 11,000 people who died could have survived if everyone in the state had gotten vaccinated. In Ohio, that number is 15,875. Nationally, it's nearly 319,000 people, according to a new estimate. So this is just crazy. These numbers come from analysis released by researchers at Brown University and Microsoft AI Health, shared exclusively with NPR, that estimates the portion of vaccine-preventable deaths in each state since COVID-19 vaccines became available at the start of 2021. Yeah, so, I mean, it's just crazy. Look at all of this death that could have been prevented if more people took the vaccine. I mean, let's have some empathy here. And remember also that COVID-19 has killed more people than every American war combined in a span of 2.5 years, okay? I got the disease, okay? And I am a relatively healthy young person who doesn't get sick a lot. And generally, when I do get sick, I'm able to get over it. And I caught COVID in September of last year, and it was the worst thing I have ever experienced in my entire life. And I would not wish it on my worst enemy to have that awful disease. I could not walk. I could not get out of my bed to even just go and use the restroom. It was a monumental task, okay? I might be a little bit TMI, so sorry if that's TMI, but I'm illustrating my point that COVID is not something to mess around with. And why in the world would somebody cheer for somebody for saying they didn't get the shot? Like, I get it. If it's a personal choice, you don't want to put the vaccine in your body. You have some sort of hesitancy to take a shot. Okay, that's your own personal choice. Okay, I'm not gonna put your feet to the fire for not taking a COVID shot, but to go out and to boast about it to receive applause from people, thinking that, you know, is COVID death a good thing now? I mean, when did dying from a disease become a good thing that is sought after? Really, really confusing stuff here, folks. Yeah, Tucker Carlson still continuing to spew anti-vaccine nonsense and still continuing to directly kill people with his anti-vaccine nonsense.